what we're first going to do is I'm going to have you watch a couple of your plays.
Okay.
And then we're going to kind of chat about that.
Okay.
But we're going to throw them in the video and then kind of have you talking over them a little bit. So the first one's going to be play from back in Iowa.
Penalty. Here's Strongis into the Texas zone, weaving into the circle, shoots, he scores!
Yeah, I mean, I just came off the bench. I think it was a quick neutral zone transition, so we usually swing to our forehands, and I don't know, I think our power play was kind of struggling a little bit that night, so I kind of decided to kind of take the bull by the horns and go through it myself. Fortunately, it worked out pretty well for us, tied the game, so.
And then we have one from back in junior. Back with London.
Yeah, I've seen this one a few times.
I feel like we all have. It's kind of one of those go-tos.
Yeah.
But again, you're skating here. There's nothing new for you.
No.
But does it come naturally? Is it something you work at?
I mean, I was taught at a young age. I mean, I wasn't taught to do it the way I do it now, but something I've always been able to do and, you know, kind of use to my advantage. Not a lot of guys do it, obviously, so I think when you see it, you don't really know what to, you know, how to defend it and things like that. But that play there, I don't, I mean, again, power play, they had, you know, one less guy on the ice than we did, but, you know, I see some ice and I took it, and, you know, it turned out to be a pretty cool goal there.
Who kind of started teaching you or, like, getting you into doing this?
I have a skating coach back home that kind of taught it a little bit. She was a figure skater. She didn't quite teach it that way. That's just something that felt more natural, in my opinion, for me to do it that way. And like I said, I just kind of started doing it more and more. Probably at around the age of 13, 14 years old, I started doing it like this more consistently. And yeah, I just kind of, now I have to do it. And my hips just open now. So.
What's the difference between the way, like, you know, she was teaching you and the way you kind of adapted it to make it?
I mean, like I said, she was a figure skater, so, you know, she's not, like, I keep 2 feet on the ground. She was more 1 foot in the air, 1 foot on the ground. For a hockey player, you don't really get too much power when you have 1 foot in the air. So, you know, I keep both legs on the ice. You know, in these goals, my left foot's leading, my right foot's pushing, so.
Just kind of on the note, figure skating, skating coach, did you ever try any of the?
No, I can't spin. I can't do any of that stuff. I can't even try it. So.
Right, I had to ask. It was one of those.
No, you're good.
And then just kind of going into this season, you know, it's something you've adapted, kind of made the game your own, made the skating your own. But is it something that you ever have to kind of sit there and be like, all right, you know, I'm feeling it right now. We're going to go out there, or like you just see the open ice, see a little bit of space, just kind of what's going through your own head in that moment?
I mean, not much. I kind of read and react situation when you're on the ice. I mean, it's a fast game, so when you see ice, you take it. You know, if you think you should pass it, you pass it. But, you know, I think I'm quick enough to kind of take it up the ice, and, you know, most of these goals that you showed here are on the power play, and you know, when there's a lot of room like that, you kind of have to take advantage. And, you know, I think I'm good at entering the zone with possession and setting it up and, you know, getting through guys and kind of being slippery in a way. And, you know, I don't really think anything's really going through my head too much. Just, you know, just playing hockey.
Okay, not to give any secrets away, because I don't want you to be like, oh, this is how you defend against that. But just kind of, what would your, I don't want to say advice be to opposing defensemen, but anybody kind of going up against that, like, what are they watching for?
I don't know. I haven't defended it before. I mean, if I'm saying anything to the D I'm going against, just let me through, I guess. But I don't know, to be honest. It's, you know, I think that's kind of why I do it. It's tricky. You don't really know how to defend it. It's just different, right? So you don't see it, and it's hard to pick up. And I mean, when you see it coming at you, I don't know what they're thinking, or I don't know what I would be thinking either. So. Okay,
that was gonna be my next question. Is, you know, what would your reaction be if?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be like, dang, this guy's been watching me, I guess.
All right, so if you're teaching another kid, like say someone who's gonna be playing the game in like 5 years, how would you explain to them what you're doing?
Jeez, I don't know. Like I said earlier, it's kind of something that you kind of bring upon yourself. I wasn't really taught to do it like this. It's something that I kind of just started implementing myself, and I don't really know what I would tell a younger kid to do here. Stretch, loosen up the hips. I don't know. It's different. It's not a lot of people teach it, and yeah, I don't really know.
Are there any other aspects to your game that you've kind of done the same thing with?
Not really. The rest of my game's pretty offensive, skilled. I think the skating's probably my most flashy thing, I guess. So.
Right. And then, just kind of on the note of your skate specs.
Skate specs?
Yeah.
I like my skates to be duller. I think I sharpen them at an inch, so it's pretty dull, a lot more glide. I don't like to feel like I'm falling forward. Some guys sharpen their skates at like 5/8 or whatever, and it's like I step on the ice, I feel like I'm going to fall forward. But I like a lot of glide in my blades, and yeah.